Hello everybody and welcome back to the Fun House. It's your boy Dave and Liam here, back again with another chapter discussion with chapter 22, Moving Forward. Let's hop right in. Chapter starts off with Engine and Rudo sitting up on a bench, with Rudo a little bit depressed, unfortunately, talking about how he hasn't changed as a person, kind of showing us his self-conscious side on how he really feels guilty about everything that happened with Gris. And Engine understands. He's trying to explain to him why Rudo is not at fault, but Rudo ain't really having none of it until they actually enter the hospital room or wherever they're at, Janitor HQ, and then they see that Gris is actually completely fine, or at least he's recovering. And Rudo's completely shocked to see this and understanding that Gris is alive, and then Engine's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, shut up, Engine. Anyway.
Why you gotta diss Engine?
Because Engine's an asshole, but I ain't even gonna go on that. Anyway, Rudo talks about the confusion, and then we see new girl Bayfie pull up. Aisha still says sheesh. Come on now, bro. You already know she got it going on. No?
She looks like a child.
Bro, what?
So,
what?
She looks like a baby.
Bro, she do not look like a baby. What you talking about?
She looked like a baby.
All right, anyway, right?
She got no titties.
What? Anyway, Gris goes on. He talks about how, Aisha is the only healer that the Givers have in the Janitors, and also we learn a little bit about her personality, the way she talks, her demeanor, even just the pose that she got going on. It really shows us what type of person that she's probably going to be. And if this is the next Giver that we start learning about and that starts being a part of the story, then I'm happy because she looks dope and she's a healer, and that's all cool. Then we get a little bit of Folo, obviously feeling sad, seeing that he really respects Gris, and that he would probably be, way more hurt than anyone in the room right now if Gris were to have something bad happen to him. And then Gris is just being, that big brother energy, being like, y'all did a really good job, don't worry about it, great job. And unfortunately, that amulet is gone. Gris's Hamsa no more. Rip to the Hamsa. Rest in peace. Gris isn't really worried about it, but Rudo is.
Or pieces, I guess.
Yeah, Rudo really is, because he feels guilty like it's his fault, and that sucks. Anyway, we move on, and then Engine talks about the current situation with how now the Vandals have started war with the Janitors, and then we're introduced to the leader and the boss of the Janitors, surprisingly, a fellow brother. And
love the black man.
Exactly.
Gotta love it.
And he looks absolutely dope. He walked into the room and he's just
Arms
pretty
crossed.
much either as tall or taller than Engine, which is saying something. And
because Engine lanky, but the boss seems
yeah,
built.
I thought that we were gonna get maybe a tiny dude, but I'll whatever. Anyway, they talk a bit more about what Jabber mentioned in the form of the border, and that being where Rudo came through to reach the underworld. They also give a little bit of exposition on, this backstory and this myth about a girl that sits in the Forbidden Zone and talks to people that find their way there, while also knowing something about someone who was able to survive going through the border. And then he talks about how he's interested in helping Rudo achieve his goal because he genuinely believes that Rudo is a good person because of how he interacted with his men. So then he gets him a new fresh pair of clothes. Rudo gets changed, and then boom, Engine's like, it suits you. And of course we get that cliffhanger that I really am pissed about because I want to see the drip.
You need to see that drip. Show the
I already
drip.
know it's going to be drippy. I already know. I don't have to be told.
Oh no, Rudo's gonna look so good.
Yeah, and now, Engine says the Janitor's uniform, but let's be honest, these guys don't wear a uniform. The supporters wear a uniform. Someone clarified me in the Discord that, yeah, the supporters do have a uniform, but the Givers don't have a uniform at all. Or at least it doesn't look to me like they have a uniform. What do you think?
I mean, they have a similar aesthetics occasionally,
they?
but it really doesn't look like they just a little. I don't know. They all look like trash, but drippy trash. Gotta
So
clarify.
let's go. Through and through this chapter. So I mean, it starts off with them already just cutting to Janitor HQ, and that must mean that they just got here, right? They rushed here because Gris was in danger. And then they helped him. I want to learn a bit more about Aisha and how her powers work.
Yeah, what does she have that makes it? Does she have a magical fucking band-aid? A jinkified band-aid?
I'm guessing it's going to be that thing attached to her waist. Probably.
Yeah,
Because she isn't carrying anything else, but it could be anything. So I'm excited. And then who's that random girl that was rubbing Rudo's head? Is that the supporter girl? I don't think so.
Probably. Probably some
she looks
bozo.
different. But anyway,
She's cute though.
yeah, so I don't know. I personally, I think Aisha's design is amazing. So that's why I'm just all for her. And I'm
Yeah, no, she does look really.
yeah, and I'm excited to see what happens with her. Gris overall, I am gonna be honest. I'm interested to see what happens with Gris, in what condition he's in, because he straight up got like brutally stabbed in the stomach by like 5 knives, and that was by Jabber, who could like cut through cement and shit. So he should not be in any good condition, regardless of healing.
Aisha just is goated.
Yeah, maybe she really is just that goated. And they also say that she's the only healer in the Janitors, the only one at all. So that's pretty interesting as well. That's probably super valuable. But they also clarified it that she's the only healer in the Janitors, not that she's the only healing giver. So
yeah, so there's definitely more. Out
yeah,
there
exactly.
somewhere.
It means that they know about more, or at least that's what that implies to me. That they know about it. It could be a mistranslation, could be whatever. But you know, we're just gonna trust it on as it is. And then we get that speculation about the border, right? And you know, this guy, what's his name again? Corvus.
Corvus Alpha Corvus.
Well, Ala Corvus is his name. Yeah.
Sorry.
And this guy's just dope. But I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, he's so cool.
I don't trust him. He bears the eye, bro. He bears the evil eye.
Man, nah. I trust him.
You know what I think that means? I think that this guy's going to be a super pragmatic guy. Like, he's going to be willing to risk not only the Rudo's life, but also the Janitor's lives to achieve whatever his goal is. And I don't like...
Really?
I think so, because I don't like how willing he is to help Rudo with this, like, what is essentially a suicide mission. Obviously, we don't know.
I completely disagree.
I'll tell you why. He didn't need any convincing. He's just like, oh, there's this story about a girl.
Dude, Rudo did all the convincing.
I don't think so. I think that Rudo basically did no talking. He was like, you want to...
Rudo's actions did the convincing.
No, yeah,
Literally
yeah.
says it.
Yeah, he
I
let him
believe
join
him
the...
with that.
That was about him joining the Janitors, right? Well, he didn't have to... He doesn't have to help Rudo find the way back to heaven. That's not in his job description.
He helps his friends. Rudo helps his friends. So
This
he's
a
gonna
little bit
help
more.
him. I think it's
The fact that he talked about that story gives me the impression that he's been wanting to get to heaven for a while. And I think that he's been wanting to get to heaven. I don't know why, but I know that now he's just seeing Rudo as an opportunity to get there, like a development in I guess you could say the case of trying to get back to heaven.
I guess I can see that. I disagree, but I can see
Yeah,
that.
well, obviously there's not enough information to go off for anything, but I do believe that he was way too giddy to jump up on this mission, which is probably going to create the bulk of the story getting back to heaven, right? The bulk of the plot of this manga. And it just seems like he jumped on that way too quickly. He is way too interested, to me personally, in the border, way too interested in Rudo, way too interested in everything around it. When I feel like his main priority should be not getting attacked by vandals. But hey, especially when you're the leader of the Janitors and there's a particular person with you that is causing the vandals to attack you, I don't know. He seems very friendly with Rudo to, get there. So either he's just like that nice of a guy or he has an ulterior motive. So...
I guess that makes sense. I can
and of
see
course,
that.
he bears the eye.
Because he looks so
bears
cool.
the eye, bro. You already know.
Yeah, but he also bears the fucking drip, bro.
True. He does bear the drip. Also, he got One Piece proportions. Just saying.
That's
Just
fucked up.
saying.
But you don't say
Dude,
that, bro.
he do. He got the waistline of like a preteen girl, but the chest of like, I don't know, The Rock.
The world's buffest man.
It's overall.
He's got some wide ass shoulders. I'll give it. I'll
Overall,
say that.
he built
wide.
weird. But anyway, I'm excited to see next chapter only because of the drip. I don't even care if next chapter is 1 page and it's just Rudo dripping out, right?
Nah, I need like a dress up montage like from a
What?
teen girl movie. Dude, I need that, bro.
Oh my
I
god.
love dress up montages.
Okay. Other than that, this chapter was dope. Nothing too crazy, but I really did like the exposition, and it's nice to slow down after we've had like half the manga just be that fight with Dreads. So,
Yeah,
you know,
it's a nice change of
exactly.
pace.
Yeah, I'm honestly just like ready to for the next like 5 or 6 chapters to just chill and learn about the janitors and the world, and I really would have zero objections.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
All right. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one.